Hey everyone, it's Kevin Sexton, the Toy Smuggler, and the final verdict is in. Chris Smith has approved this morning. The Bantha is finished. Yes, hallelujah. We're finally here. It is finally done, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready. Today I'll be giving a good clean down and taking everything apart. Really getting all the oils and everything off of it and getting it ready to mold. So we're getting ready. I'll be making the prototype pieces. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. All its glorious has been. Wow, this is probably one of the most complicated pieces I've ever sculpted, I believe. I've thought I've done some wild ones, but doing a vintage style beast, going into it, I knew it was going to be difficult, but honestly, when I got into it, it's even probably just a touch even more difficult than what I thought it was going to be. And I have to say, still though, it was an amazing challenge, and I was so glad that Chris gave me the opportunity to rise up to this challenge. And and one thing that was slightly easier than what I thought it would be is the final approval process. Usually a lot of customers, especially this is a difficult project. This is not just hey, make a toy, do what you want. This one, I had a lot of parameters that I had to stick with because we want it to look like the vintage line. So, but I had to say, Chris Smith, brother, you were probably the single most easiest client I've ever dealt with. I mean, I think what's helped in that process is from the get-go, day one, me and Chris was on the same page of what we wanted our vision for the final product to be. And we have just clicked all the way through it on this whole process. So every time he suggested something, I was like, oh yeah, I was already thinking about that. And if I suggested something, he's like, oh, that makes sense. I see, so everything was 10 times smoother than what I ever thought it would be. So, and so Chris, man, thank you so much for this opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, the deal now is put your vote in if you want one of these babies. Vintage box, the whole 9 yards. I mean, to me, especially from a New Hope vintage collection line, your line will be incomplete without this. Bottom line. I mean, that's how I'm feeling already. And like I said, and I just hope everyone is enjoyed the process of me recording everything. And I want to thank you, the fans, Smithford fans, Toy Ploy fans, and Tony from Analog, all your all's fans. Thank you for everyone for coming aboard, subscribing to my channel. It's meant a lot to me. I've never seen so much growth on my channel since this project right here. And I just want to thank you to all you guys who are making all the great comments that you've made, your shares and everything, and all your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. It really does, because I tell you, there for about a while, it's just like, you guys been there on YouTube. It just feels like you're sitting in the shadow, and it's getting traction. It just feels like impossible. And I've been waiting for the right moment and the right project to really get the ball rolling. And me and Chris, we're just now getting rolling. Like I said, after I get this thing molded, it's probably going to take me a good couple weeks to get everything molded and get the nice prototypes, make sure they're good and clean, and package them up and get them sent to the UK and everything to Chris. And then after that, I'll probably take me about 1 week break. Like I said, I've been getting up at 3 a.m. a lot of mornings to work on this. But I'll be working on the slave layout. Me and Chris has already in the last few weeks got things prepared to get started on that. And like I said, I'm actually really excited about that. And the funny thing is, it's probably a tenth of the size of this. It's going to be 3 3/4 inch scale, but it being so small, it's probably going to be just as difficult as this be, if not maybe more. Just because it's all the tiny did. A lot of magnifying glass work on this one. So looking forward to that, and then sometime after that, we may have a surprise figure we're going to be working on. So I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'll hold back and let Chris say it. But I mentioned it to him, an idea I had, and he hopped on it. So I'll let Chris pull that one out of the bag here in a few months. But ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the Bantha. I just hope you guys enjoy. I hope I delivered exactly what you guys were expecting. So if anything, once again, guys, I hate to say this again, but I think now it's, boom, we're here. share this video with your friends. She's done. Bottom line, here she is, all its glory. So share it. Tell your friends if they want one, contact Chris. Beg for one, beg for it. So tell everybody, and like I said, and share it with other YouTube as well, followers. And then, like I said, guys, there she is. And I hope everyone, I want to say once again, thank you everyone for joining me on this journey, on this project. It has been my pleasure. And like I said, just stay tuned. I'll give updates too. I'll probably do another video when all the pieces are done so everyone can see that as well. So like I said, I'm going to walk you A to Z for this whole project. And I'll probably will be doing, when the first one ever gets done in the box, I'll probably try to be one of the first people doing an unboxing as well. So like I said, A to Z, I'm going to show you guys what it takes to design something like this. It's not just a simple get on the computer, play around, which a computer can't make it can't design a feeling like this. Toys like this need to be designed by your hands. And I think that's where the character really comes out with this. I mean, yes, someone could have done this by computer. I just don't think it would have the right feeling. So, once again, thank you everyone. Kevin Sexton, the Toy Smuggler.